The most entitled guy I met on a dating site. This took place between 2004 to 2005. My sister convinced me to do a Lava Life account thinking no harm. The worst part was my mom decided to play around with my profile as I went to the bathroom. Yeah, dumbest thing I know. During setup, she put some of what she thought I was or should be into. So yeah, she told me entered saved and we waited for a few days. There was a few hits and a few misses. Most of the people hitting my profile kind of just turned me off. When I saw what was put, I was pissed. My mother attempted to say I was into sports. I wasn't. She did some changes to my profile and claimed it would get me a date. I was pissed off because she didn't trust me to make my own damn decisions on a guy. About a week I got messaged by this one guy. I will call him Eric. He was kind of interesting, at least by his photograph. We talked for about a day or two and chose to meet up. He told me to pick the restaurant, which I did, and also since I was between classes, we could meet. We met in front of an Indian restaurant, which my parents were friends with the owner. Eric showed up and was starting to give me a bad feeling. He said he didn't like my choice and dragged me to an old Chicago. He paid, I guess I was fine, but was annoyed I was eating a salad instead of a huge pizza. I had to tell him I was in taekwondo and I needed to go light before class. You would think he would understand, but he said it wasn't a real sport and thought it was weird. I was a bit annoyed, but smiled and thought, okay, this is a one date he will leave me alone after he finds we are not a match. Yeah, no. He decided to ask me about some plans for about a week later. I had a convention I was going to. When I told him my plans, he said no. Where on my profile did it say I was a nerd? I explained my mother helped set up and deleted part of my hobbies. He just told me whatever just to cancel my convention's plans to go see a football game with him and his pals. Now I put my foot down and said, no. He said since he put forth effort to meet, I owed him. I was seriously pissed and left. He paid my bill, but he messaged me via email, which I forwarded to my mother telling her what this guy did. He told me the game time and what he wanted me to get to prepare. I literally ignored him and went to the convention. I had already booked a hotel room and had friends rooming with me. I did not tell them about the Lava Life screw-up and moved on. As soon as I got to the hotel, my mom called to say Eric was on his way to the hotel. She believed he was joining me for the weekend at the convention. Oh gods, he showed up and looked pissed. He demanded I unbook my room, which he said was a waste of money, and demand a refund on my badge because we were going to a football game. One of my friends, I'll call Scott, who is a peacekeeper and was on security for the con, asked the guy to leave. Of course, the guy said I was his girlfriend and I had it. I am not your girlfriend. You should have gotten the hint when I didn't reply to your demands to see a game. I hate football. He got mad and told me he would give me a bad review on the account. I just told him good, and Scott made me get on his laptop after the guy left to shut down my account. After the incident, I got an email from some guy named Paul, who was Eric's friend and ride. He apologized for what happened and hoped I had a good convention because Eric ruined the football game for him and his wife. We should have gone to your convention because you actually sounded like a way better person to hang out with than him. So far, Eric was just an entitled asshole who just felt he had to boss me around. Story 2. A lady called management on me because I was harassing my sister, since we don't have the same skin color. For context, I'm adopted and dark-skinned, while the rest of my family is entirely composed of white people, both from my mom's and my dad's side. My younger sister, 15F, and me, 24M, are rather different. She's slightly taller than me, more aggressive and verbal. I'm more of a quiet pacifist that loves to avoid an argument if possible. Because of this, our relationship is quite unbalanced. Sometimes we love each other, sometimes we hate each other. In any case, we went to the supermarket together to buy some stuff for home. Whenever we walk together, we're often met with stares. Maybe people think that we're dating or something, I don't know. With this whole worldwide panic still going on, we had to wait in line before going inside. The workers were controlling the number of clients inside the establishment, so not everyone can stroll in like if it was nothing. It was quite hot, so the experience was unpleasant. There was this lady and her husband behind us complaining all the time about the sun, about how sweaty they were, etc. But after some time, we went in. As we were grabbing spices, we couldn't find what my mom wanted. My sister wanted to buy the same spice, but from another brand, while I wanted to call Mom and see if she wanted it or not. So we caught ourselves in a small argument, going back and forth about what should we do. And guess who appears? Yeah, that pleasant lady from before, alone this time. My sister speaks something about me being pathetic and indecisive, and makes some motions as if to shoo me away. And then,
this lady decides to jump in, and the convo goes like this. L. Stop! Get away from this young lady and don't harass her. Me. What? Can I help you, ma'am? L. I saw you trying to harass this girl. Ever since the line, I knew you were up to something. Sis. Lady, this guy's my brother. He's not harassing me or anything. EL, don't worry, sweetie. I won't let this guy steal from you or sexually harass you. We both know guys like him always do that sort of stuff. And she started by pulling the
racial card on me. As much as I could have gotten offended, losing my time with this lady was not optimal. Me. Ma'am, this girl is my younger sister. We came here together. EL, don't you dare try to lie your way out of this. You're not siblings. That's impossible. Sis. Lady, he's my brother. Who are you to say who he is to me or not? Me. Please mind your own business and leave us alone. I didn't do anything. EL. We'll see about that. She left in a hurry and we thought it was over. I started to call Mom to talk about the spices. Then this lady comes back with a manager. EL. There he is. He's harassing that young lady and forcing her to call him her brother. Manager. Young lady, is this true? Sis. No, he's literally my brother. We came here to buy some stuff and this lady's harassing us. EL. That's a lie. You're too different to be siblings. I don't believe in this garbage. Manager. Sir, I'll have to ask you to leave if you keep harassing this young lady. Me. Well, I'd gladly do it, sir, but I can prove we're siblings. EL. He's bluffing. He can't do that at all. Me. Then please check out our IDs and you'll see if I really am. Then I took out my ID and my sister took out hers. I gave both of them to the manager who started to check out our names and the other information, such as our affiliation to our parents. The lady also tried to check along with the manager. He then gave them back to us and immediately apologized. Manager, after checking them, your surnames and affiliation are the same. I'm sorry for the disturbance we've caused. Me, it's nothing, sir. If anything, that woman's at fault for causing this scene. EL, I just did a tiny mistake. No hard feelings to be held. Sis, well, aside from the fact that you're a racist old hag that doesn't have anything better to do, sure. EL, what? And here I thought you were a lady, you little ungrateful. Me, lady, turn away and don't finish that sentence unless you wish to be sued in court for racism. EL, fine. I was done here anyways. And then she leaves on a hurry. The manager apologizes again and then leaves too. We kept shopping and then we went back home. We still have this story on our minds. Story 3, Do Not Touch My Kid. Basically the title. I'll elaborate, don't steal my stuff. I went grocery shopping yesterday. My children's father agreed to watch the 2 older kids, but not the youngest. He doesn't like feeding her a bottle. He said I could either take the youngest with me or order online. I've had issues with delivery services in the past, so I said F it fine and took the youngest with me. I'm aware he's an ass, but not what this post is about. Masked up, kiddo safely tucked into the cart. We get through the store, which was surprisingly fast and easy. Not crowded, lucky me. Get to the checkout. Older gentleman steps up in line as I'm unloading my cart. Not grandpa old, like maybe 50-ish. And he says, guy, aw, cute kid. Me, extreme introvert who hates talking to people. Thanks. Guy, seriously, she's adorable. Such tiny hands. Me, wanting him to go away. Looks over to my baby BC, that motherly alarm bell is dinging. He's touching my kid's hand. Nope. Me, do not touch my kid. Firm and definitely angry. There's a pandemic-ass hat. Guy, aw, but she's so cute. Me, one last time, do not touch my kid. Guy, oh come on, I'm not doing anything wrong. You should be happy people want to cuddle your baby. Me, officially on mama bear mode and pissed. Hey, jackass, I said do not touch my king kid, back off. Pull my cart through and step between him and my baby. The grocery store I go to always has a cop posted by the door. BC people tend to try and steal from here a lot. Guy sees the cop approaching and walks off. Cashier and I tell the cop what's going on, and the cop offers to escort me to my car. I say yes and try to settle my baby who does not like loud noises. I get to my car safe and leave. I have no idea if the cop found the guy and said something to him or not. I was just glad to leave. Do not touch other people's kids, pandemic or not.